For this recipe, you'll need some vegetables. I have some frozen corn and peas here, and if you have leftover carrots like from a vegetable platter or something, you can definitely do that, or you can just use frozen kind. I have some carrot sticks here, and I'm actually just gonna chop them up into small pieces and then boil them till they're soft. And then also I've got some celery. If you have leftover celery from your stuffing or, you know, from a veggie tray, you can just chop that up. And then some onions. And you can do this to your liking. If you like lots of vegetables or a little bit, or if you like other ones, you can definitely customize this. You'll also need about a cup to a cup and a half of either chicken or turkey, and a combination of white and dark meat is really good. And then you'll need some turkey stock or chicken stock, and don't throw away those drippings from your turkey pan. Just pour it into a glass dish, refrigerate it overnight, and then scrape off the fat on the top, and then you'll be left with kind of like a jello type broth that's left. It's really good. And this is not salted, so I'm gonna actually add some salt and pepper. And then you'll need 3 tablespoons of butter, and if you want this recipe to be dairy free, you can use Earth Balance spread, and 3 tablespoons of flour. What you're gonna wanna do is saute your onions and celery in 3 tablespoons of butter until they're soft. When your onions and celery are soft, you're gonna add 3 tablespoons of flour, and you're just going to turn your heat down to low, and you're going to just let this cook over low heat for about 3 to 5 minutes, and this just kind of helps cook that flour taste out of the mixture. Next, you're going to add your 1½ cups of turkey or chicken stock, slowly while you're whisking. And then turn up your heat to high, and you want to bring it to a boil, and then turn it down and let it simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. It's thickened up nicely now. If you want a little bit more of a creamy dish, you can substitute a little bit of milk in there along with the broth. I'm gonna go ahead and season this with a little bit of salt and pepper since my stock was not seasoned. Then you can go ahead and add in your frozen vegetables and your meat, and then stir it all around and just let it sit for just a few minutes so your vegetables, if they're frozen, can thaw and start to heat up. If you want to add any other seasonings, you can, and then pour it into a casserole dish and spread it all out till it's nice and even. So for the topping, you have a couple options. The original recipe, which I'll put the link down below where I found this original recipe, uses, I think, Ritz crackers on the top, but I'm actually going to be using some of Trader Joe's French onions. If you have some leftover dried stuffing mix that you haven't mixed up yet, you can sprinkle that on the top, and then follow it with some melted butter. But I really like the flavor of the French onions on top. Okay, and then we're just gonna bake this in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. I just pulled it out of the oven, and it cooked for about 25 minutes. In the last 10 minutes, I covered it with foil because it started to brown quite a bit. And here you have leftover Thanksgiving casserole. I'm serving it over brown rice, and it's really delicious.